David, it is incredible that retail is having such a run here. I think the Matthew Boss trade, these J.P. Morgans of L Brands, American Eagle, and now Gap Stores upgraded. David, Gap Stores, you were talking about mall-based shopping. Look at Gap Stores. This is an amazing move. I mean, I would have thought that LAG, as we call it, L Brands, American Eagle, Gap, would be just roadkill. But they're doing incredibly well.
I know it's not something, back in March, you would have thought that's the end in some ways. I mean, they've all relied to a larger and larger extent on their ability to deliver things digitally, which has been key. This stock's up 80% in the last 3 months, Jim.
And it's not really known as at all as an e-commerce play. Nor is it, Beth and Beyond a big comeback. That's not an e-commerce play.
No.
It calls into question whether people are actually really going into stores. I keep thinking, David, about the Simon Properties Group Taubman deal.
Yep.
Well, that turned out to be a deal of brilliance. I mean, wouldn't that be incredible? But David Simon's been a man that you don't want to bet against.
It is. There have been so many unexpected outcomes, at least thus far, in the 9 months or so that we've been trying to imagine or trying to understand what the world is like, Jim, and that's certainly been one of them. Well, there have been plenty of retailers, by the way, we should point out, that have suffered. A lot of places that were singularly relying on somebody walking in the door have suffered.
Guitar Center.
That was another. That's right.
But then last week, Kohl's, which I actually was impressed when I listened to Michelle Goss talk in the afternoon. Kohl's is talking about reinstating a dividend. The stock is up again, but it's down 42%. A lot of room. But I just think that people are very excited that it's going to be a good retail season. The only one that I keep getting a negative, like J.P. Morgan today saying that Apple not selling a lot of product.
Yeah.
That they're using lead times. That historically has been a head fake. But that's the one that's not moving.
I don't know, man. I passed a couple of Apple stores. They were humming this weekend.
They were?
Yeah, they were. People line up and line up.
Social distance?
Oh, yeah. Well, they stagger arrival times. They have it very well organized, as you might imagine Apple would. Stocks, let's call it flat this morning. But the overall market, of course, is up. The S&P up nicely. The NASDAQ is more or less keeping pace there.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.